Hello everybody! You want to know how I created this look today? Well, I'm going to do a get ready with me video, so keep watching! Don't look at me.
Every day is so wonderful.
Hello my friends, I am Nikki and welcome back to my channel. I do upload every Monday, Thursday, and Friday along with surprise days as well. So if you have already subscribed, thank you so much, welcome back. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe, join the little party I've got going on here and click that subscribe button so then you will get notified when all my videos do come out. And as you can tell from my face, I'm doing a get ready with me video today. We got to make this look a little bit better. And I'm also going to be creating an eye look using an eyeshadow palette I've never used before. I'm going to be creating a look using the Ciate London Velvet palette. And this is what she looks like. I actually just received her in my BOXYCHARM for this month. So I'm really excited to see how this palette is going to look and perform. So let's go ahead and get started. And I have already put on my moisturizer, did all my regular skincare routine. So let's prime. And today I want to use the Holy Grail primer that I have, and that is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I love this stuff. I love it so much. I'm almost out of it, but it smells so good. It really does. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply my primer. Oh, it feels really nice on the skin as well. So there we go, primed. And now I'm going to go ahead and color correct today. This is actually something I just recently started doing because I have very dark circles under my eyes, if you haven't noticed. So I'm going to go ahead and color correct using the Dragon Beauty color corrector in the color orange to get rid of those dark circles. And I just apply some like that, and then I'll go ahead and blend it all out. Okay, so I have went ahead and got that all blended in, so I know it looks really creepy. So we need to cover that up now with some foundation. And I'm going to go ahead and use my Juvia's Place foundation. It's the Velvety Matte foundation. I love this stuff. It's actually really good full coverage. And once again, I do apply with the brush. Okay, I have got my foundation on. I love this stuff, like I said. And I have mentioned in a previous video that it's actually really hard to find the right match for me. And I think this is actually pretty close. So now I'll go ahead and use some concealer under my eyes. And I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Camo Camo Concealer. And this stuff works really good. And as I mentioned before too, you only need a little bit, because especially for somebody at my age, it creases under there because of those wrinkles. So obviously you don't want to overdo it. So this is all I need to apply. Okay. All right, so I have got my concealer on, and I don't like to bake, but I will go ahead and put a little powder to set under my eyes. And I'm just going to use this setting powder by Becca Cosmetics, and this is just a translucent powder, and I only need a little bit. Just going to put some on a brush and pat that under my eyes like so, just to set that concealer. And then that's the only time I'm going to put any type of setting powder on my face. So now that I have got that on with the concealer, I'm going to go ahead now and contour. I'm going to go ahead and use my Iconic London contour palette. There's also some highlighter and blush in here. Love this palette. Another thing that I received from my BoxyCharm. I don't know if anybody else is a subscriber to BoxyCharm, but for 25 bucks a month, you get some good stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a little bit of these two shades right here together and gently apply. So there is my contour, and I'm going to take a little bit, just gotta grab the right brush here, of this highlighter right here and just kind of put that right there along the cheekbone just to kind of define it a little bit more. I mean, this isn't obviously a required step. I just find it easier on my skin to put that there. So that is done. Now I'm going to use my Jouer palette here. This is the light to medium bronzer duo in the colors Sunlight and Suntan. And I'm going to apply that around my perimeter. So bronzing time. All right, bronzing complete. Time for blush. And I actually really like this color right here that's in this Iconic palette. So I think I'm going to use that today for my blush. So let me just get my blush brush. This is my blush brush. All right, so I'm just going to apply some of this color onto my cheeks. And the blush is now applied. So now it's time to go ahead with highlighter. And for my highlighter, I think I'm going to go ahead and use my Ofra Cosmetics Nikki Tutorials collab highlighter. And this is in the shade Space Baby. I think it is very blinding. I love this highlighter. I forgot what it was I was putting on. So I'll just apply some of that here. And look at that glow. Oh, that's, like I said, blinding. All right, what I did was I applied my highlighter obviously on the cheeks, a little bit right up in here around the forehead, and then some on the nose and above my lip right here. So that's the only place I applied my highlighter, and now it is time to prime the eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and use what I always use, my P. Louise eyeshadow base. This is in the shade Rumor. So I'll show you how much I use. Just a little tiny bit is all I need for one eye. So this stuff will last you forever if you just use the only small amount that you need to use. Eyes are now primed. It's time to go ahead and dive into this palette. And I'm really trying to figure out what I want to use here. So I think I have an idea. Got my plan here. So what I think I want to do first is set a base, and I think I'm going to go ahead and use this color right here. There are no names for them, but it's this light pink right up here in the corner. These are pretty much mostly all shimmer shades. Don't really have any mattes, but that's okay. I can live without matte. And I'm just going to kind of put that all around my eye here, along the crease and everything. I mean, it's a very light shade, obviously, if you can even see that. Just try to apply some more, see if that helps. Yeah, it's a really light neutral shade. So I guess it's actually a good one to use as a transition shade, which is what I was basically doing anyway. Okay. So now that I have that on there, let me think what I want to do. That's confusing me. It's really confusing me. All right. I think I'm going to use this color right here. This kind of peachy corally color, and I'm going to apply that across my eyes, starting right here in the corner. Yeah, that's a little bit more noticeable of a color, if you see that there. That's actually a really pretty shade. Yeah, I'm actually really liking that color right now. It's showing up good. It's doing what I want it to do. I'm not mad at it. But I want to darken up that corner a little bit more here. And I think I want to try this shade right here. It's below it, kind of another corally kind of color, but it's a little darker, kind of mauve-y in a way. Let's see how that works right here. Dabbing that on, bringing it over a little bit. Gonna need a little more actually. It's not too bad. Do you see the difference, how it's darkening up a little bit? And you can still see the other shades that I put on there, so it's kind of all blending together. Nice transition. I'm not mad at that either. So let's do the other eye. There we go. We have got it. Yes. All right. Now let me think what I want to use next. This is the confusing part because there are a lot of really pretty colors. So I think what I want to do now is just put a little bit of this shimmer right here in the corner. This one right here. Oops, sorry, that one. This one right here. It's a pretty golden color. And I'm just gonna dab that right here in the corner of the lid. It's not bad. I mean, it basically kind of looks a lot like the color I have right there. So because it looks similar, it actually blends together well. Yeah. There we go. So now I'll put some on the other eye. Experiencing much fallout at all. The pan looks really good. So not really much kick up, and I am not experiencing any under the eyes either. So I'm impressed with that. But now I want to do the rest of my lid. And I'm thinking, I can just get my right brush here. There we go. All right, so what I think I'm going to do for the rest of my lid is this shade right here. Right there. This one. I don't know, it actually kind of looks a little dark now that I'm thinking about it. So, come to think of it, on second thought, let's take it up a little bit. I want to go with this one instead. Right up here in the upper corner. Looks a little more shimmery. And it's showing up on the lid okay. I mean, it is light, but I kind of had that feeling that it would be. But it's looking pretty good. It's very subtle shade. In this one, there's quite a bit of fallout, so you know. All right, there we go. So I've got that shade on, and I don't think it looks too bad, actually. I mean, it goes together with the other colors, obviously, so it's got just the right amount of shimmer that I'm looking for there on the lid. So I'm actually kind of liking it, come to think of it. So now, obviously, have to do my inner corner and bottom lash line. I didn't think I'd ever find the brush to do this. It's all buried in there. I have way too many brushes, I think. And for the inner corner, I want to try this shade right here. That's pretty. I don't know if you can see that. I can see it here, but that's really pretty. I actually think I'm kind of wishing I would have put this on the lid now that I'm seeing it, but oh well, next time I guess. Yeah, that was actually a good shade to put in the inner corner too though, because it's got that pop. And for the bottom lash line, I'm gonna go in with the shade that I used before right here, this bright darker coral. What do you guys think? I think it turned out okay. I, of course, would really like to try some more colors in this palette, so I, of course, plan to. But now I'm going to go ahead and go off camera and do my brows and my lashes, and I will be right back. All right, I have got my brows and my lashes done. I didn't put any eyeliner on underneath my waterline, basically. I just didn't feel it was necessary with this particular look. So time for lips, and today I'm going to first line my lips using the Juvia's Place liner, and I'm trying to remember what shade this is in. This is in the shade Lush. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and put on my lipstick, and this is a nude shade from Doll Beauty, and this is the shade FOMO. I think this is going to be a good one to use. Let's go ahead and apply that on camera for you. Voila. So that's all done. Now time to set all this. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. This is a matte spray. So refreshing. And the look is complete. Obviously, I still need to put on a wig, so I'll be right back with that. Hi guys, here now is the final complete look. Now that I have the wig on, in case you want to know which one this is, I am wearing Bobbi Boss's Shane, and I just got my earrings in now too, so I'm ready for my day. I hope that you enjoyed this. I do think the palette is actually pretty good. Like I already mentioned, I can't wait to try some of the other shades that are in there, but I am really happy with the performance and the overall look that the colors were. So I actually do like the palette a lot. But this was a lot of fun for me. I hope it was a lot of fun for you. I will be back soon with another video, and until next time, bye-bye.